Gaming is getting more and more expensive by the day, and it can be hard to build up a library of games these days, especially on the Nintendo Switch, where a lot of games never get price drops. Are you a new Switch owner, or maybe just someone looking for new cozy games to play without breaking the bank? The Nintendo Switch is home to many strong free-to-play games that will give you hours of fun, and many are just as great if not better than their AAA counterparts. Today I'm going to share the best free-to-play cozy games that you can play on Nintendo Switch. First up, we have Chocobo GT Lite. If you want a cute little game that can scratch that Mario Kart itch, then this Final Fantasy racing game is for you. The game plays the same as Mario Kart, where you race around the track using familiar characters on the lookout for items that can stop any opponent in your way. Truly a classic. The tracks in this game are just as good as the ones in Mario Kart, if not better. There are two versions, Lite and Premium. The Lite version is free, while the Premium version is $50 USD. The paid version gets you a short story mode, more characters, and a few other game modes. But if your goal is just to play with friends and random people online, the free version will do that with no compromises. You also have the option of buying the Season Pass and Premium version at a later date without losing any of your progress if you decide to make a jump. We have a free Mario Kart alternative, but what about Smash Bros? Well, you need to check out Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is a 2D platform fighter where history's greatest fighters brawled out to see just who is the best in an epic test of strength and skill. With this game, every weapon completely changes your fighting style and allows for a ton of variety. For a free-to-play game, it's surprisingly feature-rich. For online, your options are 1v1, 2v2, where you go online with a friend, 4-player free-for-all, and custom rooms where you decide the rules. There are also, of course, many games and single-player modes offline that you can enjoy as well. In some ways, this game has an advantage over Smash Bros. The game provides 9 free legends for you to play as that rotate every week that each try to cover a different playstyle. You also have the option to buy characters spread out or purchase the current season pass. Find your favorite legend and prove you're the best. You can't bring up Cozy and not mention Kirby. So our next game is Super Kirby Clash, a free-to-start online action game where you and other players use modified copy abilities to find bosses and gain experience. You can play as the Sword Hero, the Hammer Lord, the Beam Mage, or even Dr. Healmore. Which one suits you the best? To get stronger, you'll craft weapons and armor to help carry you through. While the game allows you to spend money for even better weapons and armor upgrades, they aren't necessary to enjoy the game, so feel free to spend no money. Depending on the game mode, you have the option to play with friends locally with one or multiple switches, and the ability to play online with others. It's really an option for everyone. The game is surprisingly long as well, with the average playtime to beat it being around 11 hours. So changing gears a bit, the Switch has 3 free-to-play Pokemon games, and I wanted to go over them very quickly. First up is Pokemon Quest. Pokemon Quest is a free-to-play adventure game that can scratch the itch of the mainline Pokemon games just a bit, but with a very nice Minecraft twist. You set up a base camp where you can attract wild Pokemon through your cooking, set up decorations each with different abilities. You can then bring up to 3 Pokemon with you on expeditions to help clear out wild Pokemon in a given location. You have multiple locations to choose from, and doing so will help train with Pokemon you currently have. Pokemon Cafe Remix is our next game, and it has what is probably one of my favorite art styles of all time. Just look at all the Pokemon in their cute little outfits. Cafe Remix is a puzzle game where you play as the owner of a cafe. Pokemon will come to you for an order, and you solve puzzles to create their desired dishes. To complete the puzzles, you must swirl around the blocks to connect them. Once fully connected, they'll be cleared and create new menu items for your Pokemon customers. You can recruit more Pokemon to your staff by giving them items or completing tasks, and who knows, if you're lucky you might even run into a shiny Pokemon. There are also even special outfits you can dress your Pokemon up in. Somehow I've managed to find a way to make Pokemon even more cozy. Next game is Pokemon Unite. Similar to games like League of Legends, this is a free-to-play MOBA with a rotating cast of characters you can choose from. If that's your jam, this is the game for you. The game has a growing cast of Pokemon from every generation, with more being added every few weeks. Your goal is to storm the enemy's territory with a team of 5, while dunking on the enemy hoops along the way. Whoever has the most points in the end wins. Wait, this is just basketball, isn't it? Anyways, like League of Legends, there are different roles for each Pokemon and playstyle. Attacker, All-Rounder, Speedster, Defender, and Supporter. So for example, Greninja and Cinderace would be attackers that deal a ton of damage at the expense of their endurance, and Wigglytuff is the supporter who follows up the rest of the team. Find the role and Pokemon that works for you and enjoy. The game has an optional battle pass and a ton of cosmetic items you can purchase if you wish, but they aren't required at all. If we're talking free-to-play games, you have to mention Fall Guys. Now I know what some of you are thinking, but this game is absolutely cozy. But I'll get to that in a second. Fall Guys is a free-to-play, massive multiplayer battle royale where you compete with 59 other people to become the last man standing. You will compete in races, obstacle courses, and just try your best to stick around until the very end. It's not easy, however. In fact, I don't think I've ever won. With each round, the number of contestants will dwindle down until only a few are left remaining. Once you reach this point, you'll enter the epic final round to fight with your toughest rivals for the crown. Pretty cool, right? Fall Guys allows you to group up with friends, and it even has cross-platform play. So if your friend plays on PC and you play on Switch, you can still play together as a team or even as enemies. Remember how I said this is absolutely a cozy game? Well, some may see the raging people do when they lose, but this game is honestly just a fun vibe, especially when playing against friends. You can even sabotage each other and get a good laugh out of it. Since becoming free to play, the game has had collabs with many properties such as Assassin's Creed, Sonic, and even Hatsune Miku. That includes costumes and theme events. Fall Guys was already fun, but it really stepped up its game recently. These are my top free-to-play cozy games on the Nintendo Switch. If there's a game you think I missed, let me know in the comments. And if you would like to see the best cozy games that are released on the Nintendo Switch in December, click here.